Alright, so here we are 3 days into 2025, and let me tell you, the movement of the Holy Spirit in my life in these last 3 days has been unbelievable. It's been powerful, from the revelation to the visions, dreams, answered prayers already. Just today, the Holy Spirit spoke to me all day, and which is leading me up to making this video, was on reminding me of what the Holy Spirit told me back in October, and I'll get to that. But tonight, while I was praying, some verses came upon my heart that I felt like I needed to share, and it's in Job chapter 22, verse 21 says, "Submit to God and you will have peace. Then things will go well for you. Listen to his instructions and store them in your heart. If you return to the Almighty, you will be restored." So clean up your life. Verse 28 says, "You will succeed in whatever you choose to do, and light will shine on the road ahead of you. If people are in trouble and you say, 'Help them,' God will save them. Even sinners will be rescued. They will be rescued because your hands are pure." So, going back to October, the Holy Spirit was warning me, preparing me, getting me ready for what is actually fixing to come in these next weeks. Going back to October, I guess, was the time when I started noticing a lot of the Rapture videos. Now, I know it was saturated before, but October was really the time, I guess, I was starting to focus in on it, spend a lot of time looking into it, listening to a lot of people. Probably shouldn't have, the people that were, rapture this. I had a dream. My dog said that Jesus was coming back on November 7th at 2:04 p.m., Anyways, but what was happening was I was beginning to harden my heart because of all of these videos. It was starting to harden my heart, my walk with Christ. It was starting to harden a lot of things. And so with that, the Holy Spirit spoke to me. It was mid-October or so, beginning of October, sometime around there. And the Holy Spirit was like, what's going on right now is a spiritual suicide, meaning people are taking a spiritual gun, placing it in their mouth, pulling the trigger, and ending their spiritual walk, their spiritual journey. So I started looking at that and I went, holy cow. And when I was reading through these comments, what I was seeing a lot of fear, anxiety, self-doubt, self-hatred. There was this massive rush of, I need to know Jesus. Well, all dudes were saying was, well, get right with Jesus. And they could never preach the actual gospel. That's a red flag right there. But going back with that, with what is fixing to come, because I truly believe we're fixing to start seeing him come back out saying, hey, rapture this, rapture that. One, the rapture is not a rescue mission. The rapture is a wedding feast. We have taken the rapture and placed it into a lazy state of rescue, meaning, Lord, there is a lot of work going on. Everything in the world looks bad. This is bad. Send me up to heaven so I can go fish and play golf with you. That is literally what we're making the rapture out to be, when that's completely wrong. My last video, what the Holy Spirit spoke to me, was saying the harvest is plenty, but the workers are few. We don't have any more workers. We got a bunch of lazy cowards that don't want to do anything. Right? God is calling up a bunch of spiritual snipers, a bunch of spiritual warriors. I believe that the Holy Spirit's we're going to see a massive outpouring this year of the Holy Spirit, like we did in Acts chapter 2 in the upper room. We're going to see that. But the biggest thing is we need to stop being cowards and letting the devil step all over us. Right? With that, going forward into this year, I think the biggest thing that we need to see, and that what we honestly need to do, is 1 John chapter 4, verse 1, is test all things. In that verse, it literally says, test it, make sure that the Spirit is from God, and if it's not, you need to rebuke it. This video, test me. Test this message that I'm preaching. Make sure it lines up and it's from God, and if it's not, you rebuke me. It's that simple. Right? But you have to go into prayer. You got to dig in. You got to have a relationship, and the Holy Spirit will give you the answer. The Holy Spirit will guide you. We need prayer warriors to rise up. We need people to step up to their calling, and I believe we're going to see that this year. But right now, I just pray, that revelation comes into you. I pray that wisdom, knowledge, understanding, I pray that the fruits of the Spirit come into you. I pray that blessings come into y'all's lives right now. I pray that the devil doesn't have a stronghold over you or your family anymore. And I just pray right now that your relationship with Christ grows deeper. And if you don't know Christ, message me. Let's talk. I'll help you through it. I'll walk you through it. I'll give you the gospel. I'll tell you what Jesus did so you can have this same thing that I have right now with this revelation, this relationship with the Holy Spirit that I got, and the visions and everything I got. You can have it too. It's not just one and done for one person and over. No, this is for everybody. Everybody can have this. And I want everybody to have this. So, if you're in help and you need help or you need prayer, here for you. And again, I pray that you and your family are blessed and prosperous and healthy.